I guess it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming at you.
Microsoft Xbox Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Right. Series X. Mountain.
Oh, give us a cuddle. Please, please. Touch my face.
Daddy.
Odin.
Are you sure it's Odin? They're godless barbarians.
Who knows? Odin, the blood... Was Odin the blood god? Who's the blood god?
I think it's the bad guy from Blade 2. Boats! Man, that guy didn't even wash his face.
Just straight over. No, not killing blindly. No,
not quite blindly. I mean, they're still burning things like motherfucks. But if you manage to get out of the building, we'll let you cross the street.
I think this is just pure British propaganda.
Yeah, what is this? Boris Johnson saying this speech? Oh. No, it's Metro King. The man with the thinnest beard in the United Kingdom. Before the United Kingdom existed.
I think he's jealous. He's jealous
look.
of the Norse beards.
I like how war is in capital letters and underlined.
Just so you didn't know, it's war.
Yeah, it's definitely Britain. Look at that fog.
The ominous start to war.
I thought they were real friendly child people who just play fight.
And let people live. That's what it seemed.
Yeah, they seem real angry all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought those were fireflies.
Ooh.
Pain in the neck.
Arrow to the neck.
Ooh.
That's more of a pain in the neck, I think.
It's a pain of the neck. So is this Assassin's Creed Impale? Impaler.
I think it's Assassin's Creed Watch from the Hill as your men all die.
Yeah. Well, if you're British. Oh no. So now how are you going to protect yourself? You threw your only weapon.
Oh, he's got it back. It's fine.
He's got two.
Instantly, one just appeared in his hand.
Oh, who's this? There was a nod.
Oh, it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah, looking for his blue milk.
What's he doing there?
I like how no one attacks the guy who's standing ominously by a tree.
Oh, I see.
Oh, was that Odin and the bird, or Odin turned into the bird?
I guess, yeah. Oh, sword and an axe now. Oh,
Jesus, that's the biggest Brit known to man. Robo-Brit.
Robo-Brit will take you.
I have no face, for I am an automaton.
He's ginormous. No Britain was that big.
I also, yeah, it's like, we can't figure out how to make small Brits scary, so we'll just make a bigger than Norseman Brit. This is real lazy.
The Norse, notorious for being ginormous, but no, not as tall as some Britons.
Also, apparently that guy can't kill unless he gets a affirmative command on every fight. Oh no, a hidden blade. What? A hidden blade?
We could be Vikings.
I mean, we've got the beards now, thanks to the COVID. I haven't shaved in God knows how long.
Oh, pre-order bear.
Way of Berserker.
The Norse obviously known for being berserkers.
Yeah, right.
So, shall we talk about it a bit?
Yeah, for sure. First question's got to be, what did you? Are you excited? Do you want to play it? That's what
I do want to play it. I quite like sort of Norse Viking settings.
Yeah, I also like the undertones of we can kill all the Brexiteers, well, with the no immigrants.
Take down all those little Englanders.
Yeah, fuck you. We're gonna stay. We've been here for time. All right, I hit play. There we go. I'm gonna turn the volume down.
They are heartless.
So, obviously, it's trying to show two sides of things, isn't it? You know, you're going to be playing as the Norse. Whether is it the Norse? Are they Norse Vikings?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are they Danes? I think it must be the Norse.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of was all-encompassing. They weren't nations back then, right? Like, separate like that.
I'm sure I read somewhere it was Norwegians, so...
Yeah, I would assume just because that's the standard reading of Norse.
Yep. So it's interesting, as I was saying, that they seem to have been portraying this in two ways. You've got the voiceover from Alfred, King Alfred of Wessex, saying how bad these people are, and it's showing you two sides to them. Obviously, the warlike side, but also the settling kind of are sort of family orientated.
Which I appreciate. It doesn't. I mean, it's kind of heavy-handed. Pun mildly intended. What with the axing, but like I like it because it's kind of just a general message of like people are people, and so they have families, and they're not like there's no such thing as savage. But also like the way you get your people to support things is you other them. Like this is literally just a really good example of bullshit othering.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it says war underlined is obviously just a cinematic cue, but it makes me laugh because it's like all this fancy script, and then right at the end it says war. Like we don't trust you, the audience, to figure out that this is a declaration of war, so we'll just casually yell war at you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we were talking about this before, you know, like talking about whether it would have these bigger kind of battles in. Assassin's Creed is a lot of the time, you know, an individual person. I think that changed with Odyssey, with having a bit more sort of larger scale encounters and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it, so I wasn't sure.
I think this will kind of feature
like war scenes.
War scenes. It'd be interesting how that works, though. How scripted it is, how AI works. Whether it is, you know, whether you can just run around and kill everybody.
Yeah, whether you can be like the OP kind of character, or whether it's. I'd really like to see it where you're kind of just on a handful of one-on-one fights, and if you wade too far in, you just get ruined, like an actual war. Minus this boss fight with Robo Brett.
I mean, I've been watching The Last Kingdom on Netflix, which is the Danes against, you know, it's their invasion of Wessex and that sort of thing. And it's interesting the amount of like one-on-one fights that everyone stands back to just watch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the history, but I always think that I get it cinematically, but it seems really improbable. Especially if it's like the hero, like the big guy who galvanizes the troops. And it's like, well, if three of us charge him, he's dead. Yeah. Let's just let one of us charge him. But I mean, maybe it's a honor and fighting thing.
Maybe.
But I mean, with these large-scale field battles, that seems less likely.
Yeah, just most people have stopped to watch them fight.
Yeah, like this scene, the scene in the middle of the Robo-Brit fight, where it's like people just kind of doing the punch-out wavering, just in a vague circle.
Yeah. No, none of the other Vikings come in to his aid.
Yeah.
Or think they'll try and save him.
Also, I think the guy dies on subsequent watches because he checks for the should I kill the guy, because that's when the he like turns his head and comes back and he's got a blade in his eye. And it's like maybe don't turn your back on your enemy.
So are you interested?
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't played any of the Assassin's Creed O games, Odyssey or Origins, but I've heard really good things, and I do also like the setting. And I'm curious about these bigger battle-y things, like the thing about I've never heard, and I was really into Norse mythology in elementary. Let's just do that. And stuff, but I've never heard of battles where people do this type of assassinate things, like covert. Like it's just not known as. They're like big raiding party thing, culture of battle. So I'm really curious how they make it Assassin's Creed-y, or whether they just give up on, like whether they continue down this trend of it's kind of just an historical action game. Yeah. Where you can do these types of things and you do have a hidden blade, but maybe it's not the it's not like Ezio, right, where the whole point was old school, like it was historical hitman.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I think they changed that very much with Odyssey as well. Origins still had a little bit of that. As Bayek, it was a lot of individual sort of encounters. There wasn't any big sort of pitch battles or anything like that. There was a little bit more sort of covert with that, but I think Odyssey changed that quite significantly. And that will probably continue on with this then.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is you'll notice there's absolutely zero reference to whatever the bullshit modern day Assassin's Creed it doesn't show a modern day character. It doesn't talk about an animus. Like, I kind of.
It'll be there. It will be there.
Yeah, it has
absolutely.
to be there because it's like part of the DNA of the series. But like at a certain point, I've never really enjoyed that chunk of things. I thought it was pretty heavy-handed.
Yeah.
The Desmond stuff was okay, but like the few games of AF post Desmond that I've played have just been like, I kind of would be okay if this was just the tale of this assassin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do think the like explaining how like save games and restores and like that stuff is explained by you're just out of sync. Like that's a cool idea of like there is a technical linear path that you're drawing, but like, the point is you will win. But how long it takes is sort of built into the game narrative. But other than that, it's just been like, how often do you just want to rush through those scenes?
Yeah, absolutely. And at what point do they just not drop it fully, but just turn it into a historical action game? Drop kind of the modern day stuff, but still explain it through the idea of the animus and reliving kind of memories and things like that. To keep that DNA behind it, keep those options in there that you're out of sync, and explain all of those kinds of game elements to it, but just say, yep, this is just a Viking game through and through.
Or just not giving a shit about a weird political, weird science-y institute mystery, and just be like you could do all that cool syncing stuff by just having someone in an animus without intrigue on that level of the narrative, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
One thing I did notice on like multiple viewings now is Mark Hamill, aka Odin. So I the last playthrough I checked, there is no one by the tree anymore.
Yes.
So it looks like the old dude has turned into
a raven, a bird.
A bird, yeah. Well, yeah, a raven, which would be Odin. And that's cool. But it says a lot. Like, is this turning into God of War? Because that seems to imply Odin literally exists. But then, does that mean all the other gods exist in the other games?
Fuck knows, mate. Fuck knows.
Yeah. Which would be fucking bizarre.
There's a lot of grey.
Yeah.
Shall we wrap it up there? For our thoughts on this? Just, I suppose it's only the first trailer, isn't it? Cinematic trailer. We haven't seen much gameplay, or any gameplay really. So it'd be interesting to see when that drops, and kind of what they try and explain through that as well.
Yeah. I think it definitely did what it was supposed to do, which was make you excited to visit this new time period as an assassin. I mean, the fact that the only Assassin's Creed thing really was the hidden blade used in the middle of a fucking battle, the least hidden way possible. Like, the next guy he fights is gonna be like, so you got a blade on your hand there, buddy. But other than that, like, but again, I'm kind of here for it. I like the combat and the historical stuff, and that's what they're showing-ish. Yeah. Although the combat, quote unquote, because we have no idea what the game will be like. But like, that seems to be the focus, and that says a lot about what they're trying to sell the game as.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I'm down. You?
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. I am too. I love the Viking setting. It'd be cool to go around Britain as well. all the various areas of these Norse invading Britain, and what you get with that. The different areas covered, the actual continent itself, or the continent, sorry, but the landmass of Britain, and how it's kind of divided up. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. It's also the second time they've come here, really.
Is it?
Well, they had the London one.
Oh, so they did.
Yeah,
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they came back. But, totally different time period. But that was the first one with multiple characters. Well, yes. Or rather, the other ones don't have multiple characters. You can just pick on the last one, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm kind of more curious about Odyssey Origins now. Having read people talk about how this is sort of along the same path and some of the things I liked about it. I'm like, I gave them a miss in my gaming crowd. Maybe I will pick them up.
I think you need a lot of time for Odyssey.
Yeah.
Looks massive.
Yeah. I mean, that's my big problem with all these games. That's a lot of hours. Cool.
Awesome. All right.
Yep, that works.
www.outoflives.net